Good evening. This is CTV News for Monday, October 24th. I am Denise Douglas.
And I'm Patricia Valone. Thank you for joining us tonight. Well, now is the time to compare 2017 health insurance plans as open enrollment begins next week. Rates for plans purchased through the online marketplace will increase at least 20%, which could turn the Affordable Care Act into an even more divisive political issue. But Sherry Curtis with Prince George's County Health Connect says many enrollees will find their higher premiums offset by tax credits.
Some residents in Maryland, a large percentage of people are eligible for tax credits, and with the tax credits there's going to be some leveling. So while some numbers are being quoted in the high, teens or 20% in terms of increases in premiums, for those people who have tax credits, the tax credit will increase to help balance it off. So we're looking at more like maybe a 3 or 4% increase, in some cases no increase at all. So it's not going to have a significant impact on most of the people that are in commercial insurance in Maryland.
Now, if you'd like more information on assistance locations near you, you can log on to pgchealthconnect.org. Open enrollment runs from November 1st through January 31st. Well, the issue of human trafficking took center stage at the Prince George's County Council this afternoon. A local task force charged with looking at ways to combat the problem updated council members on its progress. Recent accomplishments include the training of first responders to help better identify victims. To date, the task force work has led to the recovery of 13 juveniles and the arrests of more than 300 adults. The work continues.
We are trying to provide a video training module for hotel and motel staffs. That's one of our primary mandates this year. Additionally, we're working on a protocol for all agencies and nonprofits to actually come together and figure out, once we get to a situation where there's a victim identified, that we can get that victim some services, as well as close the loop on investigating the facts necessary to find traffickers and actually prosecute them.
And the next meeting of the task force is set for November 15th.
We continue our coverage of Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and tonight it's considered a one-stop shop, assisting victims as they navigate through the various agencies and resources from A to Z. The Family Justice Center, located in Upper Marlboro, is helping survivors find a way out of their situation. June 9th, 2016. Dozens of residents, state and local officials came to Upper Marlboro for the grand opening of the Prince George's Family Justice Center. The initiative was 7 years in the making.
The thing about it, with most services here in the county and probably around the country, they're not in one location. You may have a job that you would potentially have to leave work or take off work to go and access these services. It makes it very difficult. And what happens for many people, they get frustrated, they give up, and they end up right back where they were.
The center is designed to be a one-stop shop for victims of abuse to get the help that they need.
There are a total of 19 organizations that are in this building. If you wish to pursue criminal charges or go the public safety route, such as pressing charges, wanting to have a criminal investigation, or just getting a protective order, the sheriff's office is downstairs with advocates. We have the police department in here with criminal investigators, as well as the prosecutor's office that can actually file and take your case.
Aside from legal services and protection, the Family Justice Center provides free access to counseling, health, and other resources.
The counseling is so important because without that clear understanding of what's going on, what this pattern and what this cycle is about, and why I'm even here and why I can't leave, it's more than likely going to continue. There are then other governmental agencies such as the Department of Social Services. The Health Department is also here. They do HIV testing. Then we have an array of community-based organizations that deal exclusively with victims of domestic violence and or sexual assault and human trafficking.
Offering support to children being raised in abusive households is another key component.
I look at children as the silent victims in these situations. The effects of witnessing abuse are just tremendous, the impact that it has on the child.
Since opening its doors, officials say the center has not received much foot traffic, but plans to get the word out to residents are well underway.
I think one of the challenges for the Family Justice Center is just letting people know that we're here.
We're new, and so that's been one of our initial struggles, which is to be expected, getting the word out. We have print materials that have been widely distributed in the courthouses. The varying partnering organizations that are here have also taken our literature back.
And so we're looking forward to having more and more people make use of that facility. And but they are prepared to do great work. And as the people come, we'll give them those services.
Be sure to tune into CTV News in the coming days as we bring you more on domestic violence issues. A driver has been rushed to shock trauma after hitting a deer. It happened around 7 o'clock this morning on Route 198 in Laurel. Officials say that all lanes were shut down because of the accident, but they have since been reopened. Just last week, we told you about a warning from AAA. The Auto Club says that more deer will be in the region because it is mating season. As a result, they suggest that drivers be extra careful on the roadways.
A fatal pedestrian crash shuts down Georgia Avenue in Silver Spring. It happened about 7:30 this morning near Regina Drive in Aspen Hill. The victim is an adult male. However, his identity is not being released at this time. Authorities say it's not clear if anyone else was seriously injured. The accident scene closed nearby roadways between Hewitt Avenue and Hathaway Drive. And you are watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone.
And I'm Denise Douglas. When we